Some say old number 7 got its name because it was better than the 6th version, or that number 7 was for the 7th wife. All we know is that Jack Daniels took that secret to the grave with him. But he did leave us some of his famous Tennessee whiskey. NCBA President Bill Donald takes us on a tour of the oldest registered distillery in the nation, in the dry town of Lynchburg, Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Bill Donald, President of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association, and today I'm touring the Jack Daniels Distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee. Jack Daniels has been a good friend to me, and I hope he's been a good friend to you. We're going to see exactly how all the process works and just what it takes to get a bottle of Jack Daniels in your hands. Well, here we are inside the Visitor Center at the Jack Daniels Distillery. We're joined here by John Smith, who's going to give us our tour guide. John, what do you got for us today?
Morning.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Jack
you.
Daniels Distillery.
We're going to have a good tour today. We're going to show you everything as far as concerning whiskey making, Tennessee whiskey, and let's get started on our tour.
Sounds great. Looking forward to it. Well, here we are at the Rickyard. John, tell us what a rickyard is and what are we looking at here?
As I was growing up, I was always told a rick of wood is a 4x4 by 4 foot tall. Each one of those piles of wood is a rick of wood, hence the word rickyard. And they'll take 4 of those ricks of wood, pile them up underneath our EPA approved hoods. They'll take 140 proof Jack Daniel whiskey straight off the steel, spread that lumber down real good, that whiskey, light a match to it. And they'll let it burn towards a couple of hours. Now towards the end of the burn, they'll start spraying down with water, keep turning into ash, because ash won't do us a bit of good. We need charcoal to make our whiskey. Now we use 3 grains to make our whiskey. We use great egg yellow corn, which comes from western Kentucky, Alabama, and a little bit from Illinois and Tennessee. While we get our malted barley from Montana.
Hometown.
And Iowa, very good. And our rye comes from western Canada. Now the other ingredient we use is spring water. We had no sugars, no additives to our whiskey. Why folks around here call it a health drink.
Quite a process. How much grain will you use here in a day?
Right at 20,000 bushels of corn a day.
20,000 bushels of corn.
And all trucked in at night normally. Sure is.
That's a lot of grain. Make a lot of whiskey.
It does, yeah. Now this is step 4 distillation. After that mash has been cooked and then it's fermented, it's pumped up on top of the still where it's distilled. Now it'll be dropped down on big colander plates. Now as that mash sifts those plates, you've got steam rising from the bottom, steam in the mash beats in the middle, vapors rise to the top where it's cooled and turned into a liquid. At that time it's piped into copper tubing, goes down into a try box. Now that try box is what you'll see up here. You'll see clear 140 proof white lightning Jack Daniel whiskey coming to that try box. Clear as water at that point. Now they call it a try box, so that's where they try the whiskey.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So and then it gets its color when they filter it through the charcoal and they age it?
Gets its color out of the barrel.
Oh, okay, when they age it in the barrel.
In the barrel, yes. Now after that mash has been cooked and then fermented, it's pumped up on top of the still where it's distilled. Now that spent mash is pumped up on top of the hill where it's sold to cattle farmers. High in protein, good cattle feed. That's why the local folks around there say we marinate our steaks from the inside out because of that. Now we sell it wet and dry to area farmers and area co-ops for feed, cattle feed. High in protein, good cattle feed. Now we had a local artist out of Franklin, Tennessee sculpt this bronze statue of Jack. It took him about 35 years old. Now Jack was only 5'2". Now they added about 5 inches to the height of his statue to make him a little bit more statuesque looking. Now he's standing up here in area limestone rock up here with me. Now this will be your only chance during the tour where you can get a free shot at Jack on the rocks. If you want to get up here and hug up an old Jack and you got a camera, we'll be glad to take care of you.
All right, so here we are with some of the commemorative bottles.
Right, fresh off the tour here. This is some of our bottles we've had over the years, commemorative bottles. Now in Lynchburg, you can only buy commemorative bottles. You cannot buy, we don't have a liquor store in Lynchburg, we're a dry county, but we are able to sell commemorative bottles, collector bottles.
With contents?
With contents, yes. You just got to call it that. You can either look at it or drink it. We don't, as long as you buy it.
Can't drink it here.
Can't drink it here. You got to drink it in your house. That's right.
Well, John, thank you so much for the tour. I appreciate it. It's been so illuminating for me. I enjoyed it immensely and had a great tour. Take it back to you, Kevin.